Last Minute Man, and we're here today. I'm here with Mr. Obvious, and if you've ever wondered why we have low production quality, it's so we can have things like this and bring this to you. And what's in the box, Mr. Obvious? What's in the box?
Oh man, we got something special today for you all. We have a brand new, in the box, Colt Python 357 Magnum. Never been fired.
What year is this one?
This one is 1981 model.
So it's not the brand new 2020s.
No.
It's a brand new 1981, never fired.
Nickel gun.
So without further wait here, open it up. I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm really excited.
See this
I
gun?
want to see. I think they want to see it.
Well, this gun, it's been out of the box several times because people are wanting to see this gun. They gotta see this gun. They want to see this gun. Well, I about wore the box out, opening it up and shutting it up. But it's still the original box.
Bought it brand new in 1981. This is like finding a classic Camaro or Mustang in a barn that someone bought and just parked it. This is stuff you hear about, but you never get to see.
I'll let you unveil it.
Oh man,
Huh?
I'm excited. I'm
You
excited.
unveil it.
Look at that. It even says Colt on the styrofoam.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But this here, man, what a beauty. Now, I've seen this before, and I kept telling Mr. Obvious, we got to do a video on this gun. And he's been reluctant to even show it. But we took it out, or he took it out the other day and took it up to a local gun shop, and guys were just foaming at the mouth looking at this. And this is a nickel finish. Just what a beauty. You don't even want to put fingerprints on it, you know. But I'll bring it up to the camera here. And you'll see Colt Python. All right. And this thing is, like we said, brand new. This is absolute mint condition. And the only thing Mr. Obvious has done with this firearm is show it off.
Show it off. But today we're going to shoot it off.
Well, I told him, you know, the gun, the firearm's like your wife. You know, you don't want someone else to get her and have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll know we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? The gun, why would I want to keep it all my life and die and let somebody else get the pleasure of shooting it? Then you live your whole life and say, man, I wish I'd have shot that gun. I'm too old now. I don't feel like getting outdone. But today, we're going to shoot it. And I don't think it's going to hurt the value of it that much. Just crack off a few rounds to it, maybe 6 shots or something. I'll knock off 3 shots. And
I'll tell you, and my initial impressions of this. Now, I've never gotten to fire a Colt Python. Never gotten to fire one. There was one time I came to a pawn shop. This was, I was still in the military. It's been a few years back. And a guy had one just like this, nickel finish, and it was custom engraved though. And they wanted $600 for it. I said, well, what in the world's going on with that? I mean, back then, this was 2008, 2009. I mean, heck, even back then, they were $1,800, $2,000. So I kind of got a funny feeling about it. And when I asked him, I said, what, is it hot or something? And the guy kind of looked at me funny. So I got a bad feeling. I probably should have bought it and just check the numbers myself. It would have been worth it. But they seemed kind of funny about it. So I never bought it. But that was one I was always sad I let go. And it looked just like this thing. And your initial impressions of them is it's a piece of art almost, you know? I mean, this thing is just so pretty. And it's a refined weapon.
what do you think about the action, the smoothness of that?
I mean, it's like a Swiss clock. You know? It's just smooth as can be.
It just falls back so easy.
It's elegant. It's elegant. Everything about it is just so neat. And, you know, let's sit here and the Smith & Wesson's answer to this firearm, and we'll do an in-depth review on this as well. This is also Mr. Obvious's firearm, and he has fired this quite a bit.
This is my go-to carry out in the hunting woods gun. This is also a Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. It is what they call the combat Magnum. It is what this is. Some people call it combat masterpiece or something. So
yeah, and this thing's had a lot of rounds through it.
This gun it shoots like a rifle. It shoots like a rifle. I mean, 100 yards, you can knock over Prince Albert cans with it, with a 158 grain bullet, open sights. If you can hold it off sandbags. But my eyes ain't that good anymore, so I don't know if I can do it because I got a little bit of stigmatism and just things is fuzzy, even with glasses or without glasses. Once upon a time, I could.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen him do it, and actually, it was only a couple years ago. Mr. Obvious and I were shooting a Kimber 1911 he's got, and at 100 yards, we couldn't miss a man's silhouette with it. Yeah. And that was offhand.
Yeah, we had a cousin, poor fellow. He's dead and gone now. He went, and they called him Snake. He had the I guess the sister to this gun, and man, I tell you what. He shot a lead mine with that gun, and it's just unreal what he could do with that gun.
He was scary. He was scary good. I mean,
I've seen him cut limbs in half floating in a pond with it 50 yards.
Yeah.
Just part. I've seen Prince Albert cams. I've knocked him over 150 yards and seen him do it.
He was the best shot I think I've ever seen.
With a handgun.
And with a handgun, absolutely. And he's really was the inspiration behind myself. Learning how to reload and everything else, and I believe he was for you as well.
Yeah, he's the one that got me into reloading years ago. I've been doing it for 30 years, I guess.
And I wish he was here with us today, and I guess in spirit he is. But he would love to be shooting this with us.
Yeah. Wonder what he would think about YouTube channel right now.
Oh my gosh, he's a wealth of information. He was somebody that could have. He forgot more about this stuff.
Yeah, and he just wrapped it around his head. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
he knew ballistics. He knew everything. Every single bullet or type of powder you would use, he could tell you out of what size barrel you're shooting it out of, exactly what the ballistics would be. He was something else.
Yeah.
But what are your and why is it when you bought this thing many years ago? My question is, why would you have just kept it like this? I mean, back then they were still pumping these out. It wasn't like they were hard to get.
I mean, look at it. It's one of the things. It's just too pretty to shoot. It's beautiful. That's a masterpiece. That should have been called the masterpiece, the Colt masterpiece. I mean, that gun is just flat out. You just can't get. You can see yourself in it.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror.
And if you know Mr. Obvious the way I know him, he would never buy anything with a 4-inch barrel unless you were just looking at it as a trophy piece.
Yeah.
And he likes the long barrels. He doesn't mess around. And we're gonna bring you guys a lot of this kind of stuff. We've got between the two of us so many firearms to show, and I'm a collector of things like this. I don't like buying modern firearms as much. But this is one I'll never get to have, unfortunately. He's already promised it. So, but he won't let me buy it off of him. Yeah. But
my daughter and grandson end up with this one, probably.
Yeah. So well, definitely. But it's just what a beautiful work of art, and it's just a treat to be able to see one in this kind of condition. Like this is the way it looked when you bought it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. This was probably more expensive at the time, the Combat Magnum.
Probably pretty close. I mean, this gun in 1981, I think we looked it up and around $300 mark.
Yeah.
Now it's between $3,000-$4,000 mark, $3,500, $4,000.
It's hard to compare one like this to anything because it just doesn't exist. You just don't find these. And I mean, it's impressive that it's sitting here in front of us. It's the like I said, it's the unicorn. You always hear about these, but you never get to see it. And do we want to do some shooting or what?
Yeah, we'll do some shooting.
Let's knock the dust off this thing. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we're on the range. And Mr. Obvious, why don't you tell us a little bit about this range?
Well, kind of set it up to do a little bit of rifle shooting and a little bit of pistol shooting. So we got some AR 500 steel targets. Order them one or two at a time because they get a little bit expensive if you order a bunch of them. So we'll add more to it later and get them on out, and we could We got, I think, 20 yards, 25, 30, 50, and 100-yard target out there for now. And we can go back to 170 yards total in this field. So it's kind of what we got going on right now. So it's good handgun shooting and a little bit of rifle shooting.
All right. And he's wanting to shoot this off of sandbags, correct?
Yep.
Just get the accuracy and show people that. So,
yeah, see what it does. I mean, see how it hits right out of the box. We may have to zero it in. We don't know if we can hit anything with it.
what are we aiming for, Mr. Obvious?
What do you want me to go for?
Just go for the center of that orange target there.
This one first?
Yeah, just do that one first.
All right, see if we can
See
get
if you can
it.
knock the center out of that.
Yeah, be nice. Be nice if we could. Oh, yeah. Look
That's
at that.
flip-
Don't
flip-
even have to zero it.
Flip her back.
Hey, Colt, 1981 out of the box. First time fired, dead center.
And those were 38 specials we're shooting out of it at the moment.
Just 38s. Yeah, I don't want to put anything powerful through this gun. I want to keep it close to original. So.
Yep, no worries.
Yep. Keep it close to original. See if I can swing it back.
Oh, man.
Huh?
Look at that. Hey, go ahead. See, you want to try the 50?
The 50-yard one?
Let's see what you're made of here.
I don't know. I can't see that far anymore.
You got it.
Did I hit it?
Yeah, you
I
hit it.
barely can't see that far anymore.
Yeah, you hit it at top right-hand side.
Yeah, I see the mark on it.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. That's 3 rounds. Try your luck.
Let's see what I'm going to shoot
It's got
offhand.
3 more in it.
I'm going to shoot offhand.
Hey, go for it.
All right. Get behind me. It's safer.
I'll get behind you. Safer.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm going to shoot offhand. Let's see. See what I do.
Yeah.
You just held true.
What are you going to shoot at? Which one you shooting?
I'm going to shoot at the silhouette in front of me.
Burn it up.
Just full bead.
Right, yeah, right in the middle of the target. Block
shoot
bead,
double
right?
action.
Yeah, block bead, cut your target in half.
Shut up.
That's empty.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Hey, I like that
smooth.
swing target.
It's smooth.
Yeah.
I like to see what I can do in a real world scenario, just offhand shooting, and that to me is a little more fun. But that's experience right there, and knowing what it's capable of. But that's pretty neat. You're definitely not going to miss a man standing in front of you.
No.
There you go.
You don't want to shoot too fast. You want to take your time and just squeeze the trigger. Once upon a time, I could swing and bust them targets. Swing him
You could tell I was hitting low every time there, Mr. Obvious. I hit
at what?
low, and then when I shot at the top right, I hit him in the shoulder there.
At one time, that was a 100-yard target. But
Yeah.
I'm not stable as I used to be. Yeah, used to be a 100-yarder.
Good stuff.
Pretty good. Want to shoot it?
Let me try it single action.
Single action?
Yeah.
How many you want?
Well, as many as you want to give me.
He wants to fire that thing up.
Many as you want to feed it.
I'll fill it up.
That thing's hungry. It's been sitting in the dark for years. The thing's older than me.
She's loaded.
I was born in '83. Yeah. Where'd I hit there?
High. High.
There we go.
Yep.
Got it once.
Well, we're getting there.
I'll tell you what. This is the smoothest shooting action. You wouldn't know it with me shooting it, but it's actually smooth.
Yeah. It is smooth.
I love this thing. That is just smooth. There you go.
I can't believe it's dead on right out of the box. It's been laying there since 1981. And wow. What about the old Combat Magnum?
Take that sucker out to 100. Show them what that thing will do.
Oh, I don't know.
I've seen you do it.
It's been years. Been years since I don't even know if I can hit the 50-yard target with this thing anymore. I don't know.
Let's bring her down here.
Let's do a 50-yard target yonder. What do you think?
All right. Right next to dead center. Right in line with the bullseye. To the left.
Try it again.
Woo! That was a Magnum.
Another Magnum.
Yeah.
You jumped.
Load still dead center. You were low.
Huh. Well.
In line with the center, but shooting 6 o'clock.
It was hot.
Yeah, you cut a.
I hit that.
Hit
Almost
the same,
cut that bullet hole.
Same hole.
Same hole. I hit about that far from it.
Yeah.
It's hitting low at that distance. So.
With the Magnums, with the specials, you were hitting more true.
Yeah. Yep. So it's kicking out. I'll have to hold high on that 100-yard target.
All right.
Oh, so I'll have to hold top of the target because she's a hitting. I don't know if I can hit it or not.
Yeah, shot just below it. It looks like.
Yeah, that's what I say. I have to raise the target. These are different loads, and this gun was zeroed in. I used to shoot 158 grain hollow point with it. So I'm just shooting right now just a full metal jacket. So I don't know.
Just to the left, it looks to me.
Don't know. Just how many shots is left. There's one in there. 357 load. Now it's shooting almost center with a light load.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and point out the obvious, and that's no one shoots handguns at 100 yards, brother. Don't feel bad.
Well, with the right load, in this handgun at 100 yards, you know what it?
Oh yeah.
What I used to be able to do, I could kill squirrels that far with this gun. That's how accurate these old Combat Magnums are. Yep.
Just over.
Yeah, see, it's
And again, those are factory loads. Those aren't your hand loads.
yeah, no.
Let me give her a whirl here.
Give her a whirl. What do you want to shoot?
Whatever you got.
Fill her up.
All right, I'm going to shoot at the 50 first. All right. Like I said, in front of me might be safer. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I'll stay behind you.
And I don't think I've ever shot yours.
There you hit her.
I think I hit right next to where you hit there.
Yep.
All right. Let me try at 100.
It might be a little more accurate with those than
Oh,
it
yeah.
is the ones I shoot. A little low left.
Low left. All right.
Seen the grass fly.
Where'd I hit that time?
I couldn't tell that time.
I couldn't either. I think I aimed too high.
I think so. It's just a little bit low. Just underneath it, just a hair.
I saw it that time.
Yep. I think that was a hit.
All
I see her swinging.
I'm gonna try to redeem myself on this sucker here. There we go.
That gun will shoot, brother.
Yeah, this will. Well, shooting off sandbags too.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah, offhanded.
offhanded, double action. You know, I just don't have the training for it.
Yeah. But yeah, sweet.
All right, so we're done with our shooting. I got to tell you, it's the low production quality people that allow us to bring these fine weapons to you. So remember that when you're watching. You sacrifice nice music and production quality for awesome firearms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and you know, if the money was rolling in, we'd probably shoot a few more rounds. But you know, with the way things are right now, it's difficult to even get your lead.
Yeah.
So
Ammunition, everybody's hoarding it up, and it's hard to get a hold of. So ain't no extra to waste right now. So
right. Well, man, there was a time when I'd come out in 1,000 rounds in an evening, and I would shoot like that. But anyway, I got to say, with these two firearms, you know, was one better than the other in your opinion?
not really. They both shoot very accurate.
They're excellent. I mean, and again, a firearm's only as accurate as the person wielding it. And you know, you got to practice with anything you got. I'm far from being an expert, obviously, with either one of these pistols. But man, do they both shoot smooth, and I think they are fine examples of their time period, and just a testament to craftsmanship back in those days, and just what wonderful firearms to be able to bring people and show them.
And I love the two best calibers is your 44 Magnum and your 357 Magnum. My hat's off to Colt. My hat's off to Smith and Wesson. That's my two favorite guns in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
I mean, they are shooters.
Yeah, absolutely, and just it's again, thank you for bringing these to us today.
Yeah.
And you know, it didn't take a whole lot of convincing to talk them into shooting the Python today, but I'm glad we were able to convince them.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
know,
say I've shot it now.
absolutely, and it's probably going to sit in the safe for another 20 years after this, but I hope not. I'm going to get him a holster and everything so he can start carrying it.
Yeah. What kind of holster are we getting?
Galco.
Galco.
That's what we need to get as soon as they come available. That's what I carry my Smith with. I carry a 44 mag, but yeah, I mean, this has just been a hoot for me. I love doing this. So
well, we'll do a review on your 44 mag, and I got a snub nose 44 mag.
yeah.
Oh, well, we have to look the date up on it. It was the first run of that generation.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna be bringing you guys a lot of stuff here. So if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, feel free to comment below. I'm gonna bring in some interesting classic firearms. I think it's you're not gonna see many of them out there. So hopefully we'll be bringing you some fresh information and some neat things to see. And I guess keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
And subscribe to Last Minute Man to see more action like this.